character, knowledge, confidence. SRK Higher Secondary School, Karikalambakkam.
I love my school, SRK. Best of the best is SRK. Bright future means SRK. Quality education, SRK. Knowledge forever, last forever. Faithful friends to see the portion. Lovely teachers and promisers. What's the culture we will start? I love my school, SRK. Best of the best is SRK. Bright future means SRK. Quality education, SRK.
Admission is going on from pre-KG to 12th standard. Group A1A, Maths, Physics, Chemistry, Biology. Group A1B, Physics, Chemistry, Computer Science and Biology. Group A2, Maths, Physics, Chemistry and Computer Science. Group A3, Accountancy, Economics, Commerce and Computer Application. SRK Higher Secondary School, 45/7, Dillianur Main Road, Karikalambakkam, Puducherry 7.
Welcome 11th standard students. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 6, cell, the unit of life. In last class we have discussed about cell theory, protoplasm theory, and the next chapter is regarding comparison between the types of cellular organization. So what we have discussed in our last class. So based on the cellular organization, cells are classified as prokaryotes, mesokaryotes and eukaryotes. So what is prokaryotes? Prokaryotes is a single celled organism. That is, a cellular organization is like that. Nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane in case of eukaryotes. But in prokaryotes, we don't have a proper nucleus. That is, a nuclear membrane is not surrounded by the nucleus. And the other cell organelles present in the cell is not complete in case of prokaryotes. But in eukaryotes, all the cell organelles are present. So in case of mesokaryotes, this condition is between the prokaryotic organization and the eukaryotic organization. Sometimes the nucleus may be surrounded by the nucleatic membrane, but the cell organelles is not complete. So that case will come under mesokaryotes. So how far we can compare prokaryotes, mesokaryotes and eukaryotes. So these are all the topics we can take it into factor to classify or to compare prokaryotes, eukaryotes and mesokaryotes. So what is the first one? Size of the cell. So size of the cell, as I said, the size of the bacterial cell or a size of the prokaryotic cell will be in size mu meter. So mu meter, mu is 10 power minus 6. So prokaryotic size of the cell is approximately, we can say 1 to 5 mu meter. Then in case of mesokaryotes, approximately, you can write it like this, approximately the prokaryotic size of the cell is 1 to 5 micrometer. In case of mesokaryotes, approximately the size of the cell is 5 to 10 micrometer. In case of eukaryotes, size of the cell is approximately 10 to 100 mu meter. You can see this. The size of the cell is very less in case of prokaryotes because the cellular organization is not complete. So the size of the cell also will be lesser in size. So 1 to 5 micrometer, that is prokaryotic cell. Mesokaryotic cell is approximately 5 to 10 micrometer. And in case of eukaryotes, approximately 10 to 100 micrometer. So next character is the nuclear character. So what about the nucleatic character? That is nucleus structure. You can take it as a first character, and this character is Nucleoid in nature in case of prokaryotes. Nucleoid means no true nucleus. That is, nucleus is not surrounded by the nuclear membrane. So, if the nucleus is not surrounded by the nuclear membrane, you can call it as nucleoid. Oid means something is absent. Something is absent, you can say. So, the nuclear membrane is not surrounded by the nucleus. So, in case of prokaryotes, the nuclear character is nucleoid in nature. So, it is no true nucleus. Okay. In case of mesokaryotes, nucleus is with the nuclear membrane. Nucleus is surrounded by the proper nuclear membrane. In case of eukaryotes, it is a true nucleus. True nucleus means what? Nucleus is surrounded by the nuclear membrane. So, if you take it as nuclear character, you can say nucleus should be surrounded by the nuclear membrane. This is the factor. So, this should be taken as a consideration, and based on this we are classifying it as, if the nuclear membrane is absent, see this is the nuclear membrane. If the nuclear membrane is absent, that is prokaryotes. If the nuclear membrane is absent, you can say nucleoid, or it is not surrounded by nuclear membrane. So, this type of nucleus you can call it as no true nucleus. So, if the nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane, it is coming under the mesokaryotic nuclear character. And in case of eukaryotes, the nuclear membrane is completely surrounded by the nucleus. Then this type of nucleus you can call it as true nucleus with nuclear membrane. So, what is the next character? DNA. So, what is DNA? DNA is the genetic material. You know that DNA is a genetic material. So, without a genetic material, there will be no characters transferred from the parent to young ones. So, DNA is the important thing that is present inside the nucleus. So, what is the expansion for DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid. I think you would have studied in your lower classes. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. So, nucleic acid. Nucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. So, DNA is circular in nature in case of prokaryotes. So, DNA is circular in nature. Then, without histone proteins, these histone proteins are like that, it is present here and there, and it makes a intact, it's a compact structure it will give. It is bounded together and it makes a compact structure, and it is firmly kept inside the nucleus with the help of histone proteins. So, DNA in case of prokaryotes is circular in nature without the histone proteins like this. It is circular in nature. In case of mesokaryotes, it is linear in nature like this. Like this. Usually it is linear in nature, but there is no histone proteins. You could see the difference without histone proteins. Without histone proteins in case of prokaryotes and eukaryotes, but the cell sizes, the DNA sizes, the DNA shape is circular in nature. DNA shape in case of mesokaryotes is linear in nature. But what about in eukaryotes? It is linear in nature and it is provided with the histone proteins that makes a compact structure inside the nucleus. So, what about RNA and protein synthesis? So, what is protein synthesis? So, protein synthesis is nothing but a DNA or an RNA is a duplicate is developed with the process called protein synthesis. A DNA a duplicate copy is produced inside the cell with the help of the process protein synthesis. DNA is duplicate copy is produced with the help of a small RNA also. So RNA or protein synthesis is also showing some difference in prokaryotes, mesokaryotes and eukaryotes. That is, the protein synthesis will be coupling in cytoplasm. So what is cytoplasm? In a cell, if you take a cell, it is a bacterial cell, imagine it is a bacterial cell. If it is a nucleus, the place surrounding the nucleus is cytoplasm. So this cytoplasm, in this cytoplasm, the cell organelles are present. This cytoplasm is couples in cytoplasm in protein synthesis. But in mesokaryotes, it is similar with eukaryotes. What happens in eukaryotes? Before that, you should know, it is mentioned that similar with eukaryotes. So you should know what is there in eukaryotes. So what happens in eukaryotes? RNA synthesis inside the nucleus, protein synthesis is in cytoplasm. So RNA, that is, this nucleus is having the DNA, that is the genetic material. So the RNA synthesis takes place inside the nucleus, but protein synthesis is taking place in the cytoplasm, because protein synthesis is taking place with the help of other cell organelles like ribosomes also. We will see in the later other cell organelle structure and function. Just keep it in mind. In nucleus, with the help of other cell organelles, protein synthesis taking place. RNA synthesis is taking place inside the nucleus, because genetic material is found inside the nucleus. So naturally, RNA synthesis will be taking place in the nucleus. Protein synthesis will be taking place with the help of other cell organelles also. So naturally, it will be taking place in the cytoplasm. Like that, mesokaryotes also will do as such. So it is written similar with eukaryotes. You can write this point also here. Otherwise, you can write similar with eukaryotes. So what about ribosome? So as I said, protein synthesis will be taking place with the help of other cell organelle like ribosome. So ribosome will be helping in the process protein synthesis. Protein synthesis. If I say protein synthesis, you should keep it in mind. Ribosome is a important cell organelle that helps in the process protein synthesis. So ribosome is a what? It's a structure like this, like a 8 shaped. If you will be writing like this, no, 8, like this shape, it looks like ribosome. So it is divided into subunits, that is, this is one subunit, this is one subunit and this is another subunit. So that subunit you can call it, you can measure it in the size 50s and 30s. Like that, in case of mesokaryotes, 60s and 40s. So I will write like this, 50s and 30s. So this is 60s and 40s. So naturally, lower size should be written up, bigger size should be written down. So here 40s and 60s. So this is the subunit of ribosome. So next is organelles. So what about organelles? Organelles is nothing but the other cell organelles. In case of prokaryotes, other cell organelles are absent because it is a single cell organism. So in case of mesokaryotes, it is present. So what are all the cell organelles you know? You would have studied in your lower classes. I will be saying one or two. Ribosome, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria. These are all the cell organelles. So organelles are absent in case of prokaryotes. Mesokaryotes, it will be present in case of mesokaryotes. In eukaryotes, there will be a numerous cell organelles. Numerous cell organelles like, as I said, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosome. These are all the cell organelles. So next is cell movement. So cell movement is important for any cell, any cellulose. So how it will move? In case of prokaryotes, it will be moving with the help of flagella. For example, I will give an example. See, this is a Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is an algae. It will be looking like this. So this is what? A flagella. Flagella means something, a structure that helps for locomotion. Locomotion means movement. So this flagella is present in case of prokaryotes, and in mesokaryotes, gliding and flagella. Gliding means just moving like a worm, gliding and flagella. So what about in eukaryotes? Eukaryotes, it will be having a flagella or cilia. Cilia means a small hair-like structure. You can call the small hair-like structure as cilia. Flagella is like this one. So this is what? Cilia and flagella. So next one, organization. So organization, as I said, prokaryote is a single cell organism. So it is usually single cell. So mesokaryotes, it will be single or colony. Colony means bacteria will be, as I said, in the cell size, it will be round in shape. Otherwise, this round shaped bacteria together, you can call it as colony. So you can say this is single one and this is colony one. Colony means what? We can say some group of people are living in a particular place, that we will call it as colony. Like that, bacteria also together, it is like a compact structure, that is a colony. For example, Streptococcus, you can say. Streptococcus is a group of cell, Streptococcus, and Streptococcus is a pathogenic in a human being also. So it is a colonized organism. So what about eukaryotes? Eukaryotes is a single, colonial and multicellular. It will be sometimes multicellular also. For example, you can take it as plant cell, multicellular organism. If I see a plant cell structure under the microscope, you can say this is one cell, this is another cell, this is another cell. So it is multicellular. Multicellular means many cellular. Otherwise it will be single also or colony also and multicellular also. So what about cell division? Cell division is important in an organism. How it will take place? In a prokaryotic cell, cell division will be like a binary fission. Binary means what? Bi means what? Bicycle we will say. What is bi? Bi means two. A cell will be dividing into two. Cell will be dividing into two. That is binary fission. So in case of mesokaryotes also, it is binary fission. But in case of eukaryotes, a special type of cell division will take place, that is mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is for growth. A living being should be growing. So how we will be growing? A hair will be growing, a nail is growing, and totally our body is growing up, and this is taking place with the help of mitosis. So meiosis is the reproductive cell division taking place with the help of meiotic cell division. Reproduction cell division will be taking place with the help of meiosis. Other type of cell division will be taking place with the help of mitosis. So example for a prokaryotic cell, bacteria and archaebacteria. This is also a bacteria only. The cell wall structure will be different from the bacteria. So it is kept in another group. So bacteria and Archaebacteria, cell wall will be different from the bacteria. So it is grouped in another group of division. So bacteria and Archaebacteria is an example for prokaryote. In case of mesokaryotes, dinoflagellate and protozoa. Protozoa, for example, you can say a parasite. A parasites like malarial parasites are there, no? Like that you can say protozoans. So next is eukaryotes, fungi, plants and animal cells will come under eukaryotic cell. So next is we can study in detail about the plant and animal cell. So this is the ultrastructure of an eukaryotic cell. So eukaryotic cell, plant, animal cell will come under eukaryotes. So this is the ultrastructure of an eukaryotic cell. An eukaryotic cell is highly distinct in its organization. As I said, it has a complete nucleus, that it has a, what you can say, true nucleus, that is true nucleus. It has a complete cell organelle. It shows several variation in different organisms. So in many type of eukaryotes, it shows some variations in the cellular organization. For instance, that is for example, eukaryotic cells in plants and animals vary greatly. So how far it is showing some variation? If we take an animal cell or if you take a plant cell, both are eukaryotic only. Both are eukaryotes. But these two cells show some variation. So how it is varied? You can say. Next. So if you take an animal cells are surrounded by cell membrane or plasma membrane. So if you take, this is the animal cell, and if you take, this is the plant cell, you can see this outer boundary structure. See this outer boundary structure, and this is what you can call it as cell wall. But in case of animal cell, there is no cell wall. I repeat, in plant cell, it is present cell wall, but in animal cell, there is no cell wall. So this is the first variation in this two type of eukaryotic cell. So animal cells are surrounded by cell membrane. So what is the function of this cell wall? So the cell wall is giving a protective function for the cell organelles present inside. It is like a shield. It protects the inner contents to be coming out if there is a sudden pressure or sudden force. If it is applied, the inner components should be safe inside. So the plant cell is provided with the cell wall, but in case of animal cell, there is no cell wall. So this is the first variation between this eukaryotic cell and this. So what happens if there is no cell wall in case of animal cell? So how the inner contents are safe inside? It is provided with the cell membrane. It is provided with the cell membrane. Instead of cell wall, it is provided with the cell membrane. It is thinner in size, and this cell membrane, or you can call it as plasma membrane. Animal cells are surrounded by cell membrane or plasma membrane. Inside this membrane, a gelatinous matrix called protoplasm is seen to contain nucleus and other organelles. So inside this cell membrane, so within this outer covering, within this protoplasm is there. So as I said, protoplasm is, in last class itself I said, protoplasm is nucleus plus cytoplasm. Okay, protoplasm is nucleus plus cytoplasm. That is, in a cell, nucleus is there. Apart from nucleus, what are all the things surrounded by the cell is called cytoplasm. So within the cytoplasm only other cell organelles are present. Okay, so inside this membrane, so this is the cell membrane. Imagine this is the cell membrane. Within the cell membrane, nucleus and the other cell organelles in the cytoplasm is situated. Inside this membrane, a gelatinous matrix called protoplasm. So this protoplasm is looking like gelatinous matrix. So thank you students, we will see in the next class.
ஒரே லட்சியம் எங்கள் கண்ணிலே நிறைவேறிடும் அந்த நாளிலே உலகம் போற்றிடும் எங்கள் பள்ளியே எஸ்ஆர்டி. கல்வி பண்புகளை கண்ணின போற்று கலைகள் யாவையும் கைவசமாக்கு பள்ளியின் பெயரை கேட்டால் சொல்லு எஸ்ஆர்டி. ஒரே லட்சியம் எங்கள் கண்ணிலே நிறைவேறிடும் அந்த நாளிலே உலகம் போற்றிடும் எங்கள் பள்ளியே எஸ்ஆர்டி. கல்வி பண்புகளை கண்ணின போற்று கலைகள் யாவையும் கைவசமாக்கு பள்ளியின் பெயரை கேட்டால் சொல்லு எஸ்ஆர்டி.
Admission is going on from pre-KG to 12th standard. Group A1A Maths, Physics, Chemistry, Biology. Group A1B Physics, Chemistry, Computer Science and Biology. Group A2 Maths, Physics, Chemistry and Computer Science. Group A3 Accountancy, Economics, Commerce and Computer Application. SRK Higher Secondary School, 45/7, Dilliyanur Main Road, Karikalambakkam, Puducherry 7.